Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 23rd, 2022 new moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Now before we begin this reading, let us ask God, Source Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, to bless us, to bring forward all that is loving, healing, and compassionate into our lives, releasing all that is negative, hurtful, and hateful. Now let's see the energy that Spirit needs us to be mindful of during this time. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides. This is the Nine of Swords. So, Nine of Swords is a very good card to be mindful of. It's overthinking, it's overanalyzing, it's not getting enough sleep. It can be that you're just out of alignment with yourself and you're not sleeping, you're not able to rest, you're not able to recharge and revitalize. If that's the case, then falling into alignment with yourself is going to be really important. This could be going to a chiropractor, a good one, make sure it's a good one, going to a energy, healer, meditating, whatever it is, to put yourself back into alignment is going to be very important. This can also be just worrying, just worry. And it's like a hamster wheel. It gets you nowhere, but it occupies your time. So be very aware of this, because there's almost a sense of like feeling like something's draining your energy. And it's the inability to rest. It's the inability to recharge, revitalize. That's going to be important, and it needs to be addressed, because you feel almost like something is like sucking out all your joy. Just be aware of this. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Interesting. Okay, so let's talk about, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Nine of Swords. Again, the Nine of Swords coming up. All right, so there's something here about not being able to rest, not being able to recharge, not being able to release. And that's going to need to be addressed. And it is going to be addressed during this new moon. This is a very, 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 very powerful new moon for you, Sagittarius, because this is a new moon in Sagittarius, and we will feel the effects of this new moon until the winter solstice, which is the end of the Sagittarius period, beginning of the Capricorn period. So the 21st to the 22nd of December. This is going to be a moon that not only has us looking at our intentions, but it has us looking at ourselves. The new moon is always about setting our intentions. What do we want to accomplish? How do we want to move forward? Now, with this new moon, 7 planets are immutable signs. So we have the moon, the sun, Venus, and Mercury, all in Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we ourselves are a mutable sign. We are about change. Now, this can promote chaos, which we are feeling during this time, most definitely, but it also brings forward adaptability. We have Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, all right? Jupiter, we're ruled by Jupiter. This is our dreams coming forward. They're in Pisces. Our dreams are coming forward, and Jupiter is all about optimism and hope, and, it's a visionary. It's a visionary planet. We are a visionary sign. So our dreams are going to be paramount during this time. And then we have Mars in Gemini. Passion is running high. We're fire sign energy already. Our passion is already running high. So with Mars in Gemini, it's just amplifying it. This is a time when we feel the changeability in the world. We feel our own power and our own ability to mold our lives. We are ruled, again, by Jupiter. Jupiter is trine the sun and the moon. Jupiter is stationary on the 23rd of November, which is excellent, absolutely excellent, because it symbolizes, it magnifies everything that Jupiter stands for. So it's kind of like a chef's kiss to the beauty of Jupiter, because it brings forward optimism and hope and energy and boundless horizons and that visionary aspect and the sense of anything can be achieved. Absolutely anything. And we feel it on this day. We question it, most definitely. We have our own demons that we're fighting, absolutely. But we feel it on this day, and that's the coolest part. Because remember, we are a visionary sign. Jupiter is a visionary planet. We are also linked to truth. Sagittarius is linked to truth. When it comes to the law, the truth is of the utmost importance. Libra is linked to justice, okay? In the law, we are linked to truth. This is a new moon that lets us see what we want to be. It's almost like we have a scrying bowl or a crystal ball. We see who we want to be, what we want to be, how we want to move forward, how we want to end the year, and how we want to begin the new one. There is so much that we have learned during 2022. If you're like me, you're not sad to see 2022 go, but it has been invaluable. And you're really going to feel this during this time, Sagittarius. It is a time to look at what we want to create, what we want to cultivate. There have been tomorrows, but we're now done with being bullied around by our past and by fear. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm taking my life. I'm taking control of it. And I'm stepping into my creative energy and my creative self. And that's where everything starts to change. The Wheel of Fortune, we're entering into a new season. We feel it. We feel it. It's like, this is done. This is over. I'm moving forward the way that I need to, the way that I want to for me. And that's changing the game. We're changing the game. And it's beautiful. It's scary. It's scary. The Wheel of Fortune is always a bit overwhelming. But it's also going to be a time where it's like, no, I need to enter this new season. I'm entering into my new season for myself. It can be, for some of us, I'm just seeing here that it's linked to an age. It's like I've reached a maturity within myself, but it's also a sense of like, I've lived, I've seen, I understand. And now I'm moving forward in the way that I need to. And it brings us to the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of wealth. It's like, what are you going to do with it now? It's time to plant the seeds. It's time to look at our talents. It's time to let ourselves shine. It's enough of doubting and fearing and not feeling good enough. It's time to say, I have my gifts and I'm cashing them in. It's time for a windfall. And Sagittarius, if we play our cards right, it doesn't mean that we're going to be millionaires, but it does mean that there is a power and a purpose to us that comes forward. It does mean that we start to see our gifts and what we desire and what we want. And we're very much moving away from, I'm on the defensive. Because we have been on the defensive, some of us for 7 years or better. But it has been a cycle. It's like we're now a new person. Don't they say, like, we shed our cells are reborn or anew every 7 years? And that's what I'm seeing here. We're done. We're done with the fighting. We're done with the arguing. We're done with the chaos. And we're stepping into our greatness. We're stepping into our power. We're stepping into ourselves. The Seven of Wands is like, we have been on the defensive. We've been waiting for that next shoe to drop. Fine. But it's done now. And though we defend ourselves, we stand up for ourselves, we're not pushovers or doormats, we are definitely not going to be wasting our energy saying, I'm constantly ready for a fight. I'm constantly ready to defend myself. The Nine of Swords. Get out of your own head. It's time to rest. It's time to heal. You will be surprised at what opens up once everything starts to calm down. And I understand that when you're in the thick of it, aligning yourself, being able to heal, that's when finding somebody who can... I mean, I know it sounds funny to say a chiropractor, but I've just been to a chiropractor, and I almost feel like he had me fall into alignment with myself again. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I never felt that way before. I grew up going to a chiropractor, but I never felt like that. Like, I've been in alignment with myself now. I haven't been to one in years upon years. There's also Reiki healers and EMDR and, having a singing bowl and sitting with that energy. Energy is going to be very important to you. You're going to feel things. You're going to be like, I don't know why I feel it, but I feel it. And it's like, yeah, I can tell you why. I can tell you why, because you're sensitive. And you're picking up. But the world has taught you, you just always need to be on the fence. You just can't trust yourself because you feel things that other people poo-poo and say, oh, that's nonsense. And it's like, no, it's not nonsense. That's your gold right there. That's your money. That's your money, honey. Listen to it, because this is a new world you're walking into. And it can bring you riches. It really can. It can bring you, that windfall, that payoff that you've been longing for, that is there. Now, again, it doesn't mean that you're going to be lottery rich, but to be comfortable, to be secure, to not be afraid, that's huge. That's huge. That's everything. So let's see. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, angels. The Wheel of Fortune. Nothing is yet set in stone. It isn't. Everything is changing. One of my favorite quotes is by Pluto, and it says, all is flux and nothing stays the same. Even after people have passed, you'll see people's ideas changing about them, people's, perceptions of their works or themselves, or, it changing. So everything is changing. Nothing is yet set in stone, and I don't think anything will ever be. Let yourself move forward in your energy, in your soul, in what you desire, knowing that everything is malleable, and embracing that energy, because you are a malleable sign, and it's a gift. It is a gift to be adaptable, to be changeable, to be beautifully fluid within your own self, to be that winding, curving river. Your path is of prosperity and success. Again, it does not mean that you are going to be millionaire rich. It means comfortable. It means prosperous. It means ideas turning into successes. And it can always vary how successful they will be. But it's like you're getting wins under your belt. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game and you start to get, like when you're a little kid and you start to get the stars and you're like, yes, I'm getting the stars. They don't mean anything, or they power you up a little bit, but it just gives you that boost. It gives you that confidence. And that's going to be the game changer. You're releasing the energy of, I always have to be on guard. I always have to be fighting. I always have to be, protecting myself. It's like, no, I'm releasing the negativity and the anger and the past, the foolishness. The fools that I have listened to, the way that I've been beaten down. And now I step into the beauty of myself, because instead of being this battle-wearied soldier, you're this beautiful person whose dress is made of the earth and who's soaring with the stars. It's kind of like I am made of stardust, and I'm really starting to feel it. That's the sentiment that's going around. And will you release all the weight and all the burdens and all the hurts and all the pains that you've been carrying? Will this moon heal you? Will you let it be time? Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Six of Swords. We have gathered up so much knowledge. We have gathered up so much learning. We're moving forward. And yet we're not in control of the boat. Will we let ourselves move towards our goals and our desires? Or will we be too afraid? I mean, there's that question that's coming forward. I love it. Our subconscious tarot message is justice. Justice. There's a sense of things falling into balance now. Justice and harmony and, this sense of truth and justice being a part of us, guiding us forward. And we feel it. Libra energy coming through very strongly here. Things coming into balance. Our subconscious Luna message is communication is key. It is beautiful. We need to speak. We need to release things. We need to talk. We need to understand. The communication is going to be key. And it's going to bring forward beauty like we hadn't seen before. It's going to move us forward in a way that we've been afraid to go and explore and understand. There's beauty in this moon, but we need to talk with it. And I know that sounds funny to say we need to communicate with this moon, but we need to communicate with all the intensity of energy that is around us, because if we're not communicating with it, it's almost like we're letting gifts pass us by. We're letting healing ointments that could, we could run up on our skin, metaphorically speaking, and heal us and calm us and center us. We're saying, no, I'm good, thanks. And Spirit is saying, no, take this. Take this. Sit outside during the moon. Even if it's cold, or sit by the window. Let yourself just embrace the quiet. Turn off your phone, silence everything, and sit just with you and this energy. Even with the days coming up to this moon, because you'll be surprised at how healing it is. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we release all the negativity from ourselves and embrace the power of this moon. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. And may you have a blessed moon. God bless.